Welcome back to Tabletop Assault. I'm David, and just want to start by saying thank you for joining me. We're just going to have a wee a quick chat about what went down at the Warhammer Preview Online, Warhammer Day 2023, celebrating 40 years of Warhammer. Also want to start by just saying a big apologies. Our channel hasn't been able to produce the content we would have loved to have produced, but unfortunately life gets in the way. But you may have seen from our Facebook post and our YouTube community post, battle reports are incoming, some massive battle clash ups there. Tune in for more, and yeah, the content's going to start rolling again. We've also got some new armies on the horizon that we've been working hard behind the scenes to bring to you. But I just wanted to sit today, chat. It's been a while since I've been in front of the camera with you guys, just having a wee chat about things all to do with the world of Warhammer. It's our passion, it's our hobby. Let's dig our teeth into what was revealed today. 40 years of Warhammer. I was expecting something pretty big. So, kicking off, we started off with Warhammer 40k. So, what did we get? We knew Necron Codex was coming, so I'll come on to that in a moment, but we got a new model to add to the range, Imhotep Stormlord. Now, I want to just start off by telling you a little bit of stories. Necron's one of the oldest factions I've ever played. I've been playing them even before they were plastic cast, and they were like metal pewter. And this character was one of the first named characters when that range got updated that I really fell in love with. I loved Imhotep Stormlord, I had great battles with him, great memories. I'm now showing my age, I realise how old this model is. But yeah, it's great to see him getting cast. He's one of the biggest and most important characters in Necron lore. He's a rival to the Silent King. He doesn't like him. He feels that the Silent King came in and took over what he was already on a crusade to do, which is control the galaxy. So I was expecting big things from this new cast, this new model, once they mentioned he was coming. Honest thoughts, I was a little let down, but I am thankful we've got a new one. I'm very grateful for that. A couple of things to point out. His pose hasn't changed, and I feel it's a bit of a downside we've had with a lot of 40k models recently. Their poses just haven't been dynamic, have been stuck in the past, and Imhotep is part of that curse. Yes, he's got his staff, his gauntlet, his lovely cape. He looks like he's a larger scale overall, which is nice to bring him into the scale of the other Necron lords that are kicking about at the moment. But I was a bit disappointed. Yeah, the cape is absolutely lovely. Just look at that cape. You've got the scarabs kicking down. You've got the whatever you call those shapes. But it looks really nice. It's just the pose has let me down. Again, I'll still play him. I'm still going to be happy to have him. I'm very grateful we have a new Imhotep Stormlord. Let me know your thoughts. Into the Codex reveal itself though, and as with every Codex it's been revealed in 10th, we're getting a lot more fleshed out items than we were seeing as part of the Index release. So what did we really get? We got something really nice, and I think it's just before I go into this stratagem, I want to just start by explaining a few things. I've noticed with playtesting lately that maneuverability is key in 10th edition. Ability to redeploy mid-game is also really vital. I've actually abused that to my advantage in some battle reports you're going to see coming up. But this is 2 CP. It also gives an excuse to chuck your monolith back down on the table, which has maybe been lacking as of late, and monolith's a tough unit. So, hyperphasic recall. For 2 CP, your opponent's shooting phase or fight phase just after an enemy has shot or fought. When one Necron unit in your army has one or more models destroyed as a result of an attacking unit's attacks, and one friendly monolith model, remove the infantry model, and you basically reset it up anywhere within 6 inches of that monolith, obviously not within engagement range. Really nice ability to redeploy, makes the monolith more strategically useful again, and yeah, interested to see how people use this stratagem to their advantage, but it's just nice to have a redeploy back in. I know they've already kind of got that from one enhancement, I believe, Necrons, but it's just nice to have more access to chuck things around the table. Eternal Madness looks really nice, a new enhancement, so Necron models, and you choose this a Necron model to have this enhancement. In the fight phase, each time a model of the bearer's unit is destroyed but has not fought, roll a d6 and a 4+, that destroyed model can basically fight again before it's removed from play. Not fight again, fight before it's removed from play. I'm already seeing units like Lichguard, units with War Scythes. That could be really nasty. You make your opponent think twice before charging in because you know you're probably going to take some damage back if you cannot overkill them. Really nice. Overall, we knew that the Necrons were coming, but I was disappointed in the cast of the Stormlord. Let's just hope his rules are banger. So yeah. Then we move into the second Warhammer 40k reveal, and we got this guy. Yeah. I was stunned silence. I know that some Admech people will be like, this is what they're meant to look like, and I get that. It just feels too much Da Vinci-esque, bringing antiquity into modern mechanics. I don't know, I found this quite laughable. The unit I'll come on to in a moment sounds great, but the model, like, there's a big spine hanging down with a vent in the middle. I don't really know what to make of this. It's a Skitarii on stilts, and I'm going to get told, but David, that's what they are in the lower Skitarii on stilts. I get that. I just can't help but find this is quite a comical model. We also got the Codex reveal, which we'll come on to in a moment. But yeah, so with the fun looking model, put that to one side, let's have a look at the rules. And it's quite nice, you've got two ways to play this guy. I should actually say this is called the Sidonian Scatros. So you can kit out as a Radium Giselle. If you do, this is essentially its anti-infantry sniper variant. As anti-infantry +3, heavy precision, nice stat range there as well. You're going to probably kill some characters or get close to killing some characters that are 4 wounds or 5 wounds, so look out for this guy. And then you've got the Skatros Transonic Arquebus, which is an anti-monster 4+, anti-vehicle 4+, heavy precision. Yeah, it's nice. It is really nice, and it looks like they're going to get coupled with the stealth and lone operative rules. So what you've actually got here is maybe not as good as, but a really decent version of what would be a Vindicator Assassin for the Skitarii, and you can utilise them. I think you'll have about 3 of these at max in your army. Yeah, it's got some potential. Couple, maybe 2 or 3 of these guys, you can start to hunt down some characters, really nice. But lone operative ability, I believe that, so you can't target it if you're more than 12 inches away. So he's going to be really hard to take out. So he's going to probably get a few rounds of shooting in before you start to deal with these guys. I just think the model's something else, but hey, each to their own, I guess. Each to their own. Into the Codex itself, though, and I don't profess to be a Skitarii player, so we got a new detachment, the Stealth Optimization, which actually sounds really fun. Skitarii Infantry, Skitarii Mounted, Iron Strider Ballistari. Basically, if you're a Sicarian unit from your army, all your units that I just mentioned there get stealth, but if you're a Sicarian unit, in your unless the attacking model is within 12 inches of your Sicarian units, you get the benefit of cover. I think that's a really standard, really cool cohort to have. It's called Skitarii Hunter. Basically, if you're a stand and shoot Skitarii army, that's a must take. You're going to be really hard to take down because you've got just so much stealth and, well, benefit of cover protection. We then have Banharic Offensive, which is the new strategic ploy for Skitarii Hunter cohort. I don't know if this is useful or not, I'm not a Skitarii player, but essentially in the shooting phase or fight phase, you'll choose 2 Skitarii units and 1 enemy unit. Until the end of the phase, those 2 Skitarii units will get AP +1 essentially, or their armor penetration characteristic weapons is improved by 1. Which is really fun. Don't know if that's going to be useful depending on the range a Skitarii have. Until the end of the phase, each time a model either of your units make an attack, it can only target that enemy unit. So you are limited to how you can benefit the AP +1 from, but it sounds fun. I don't know if 2 CP is a bit much, but although you are buffing 2 units, let me know your thoughts. You Admech players out there, is Banharic Offensive something you'll find really good to utilise on the battlefield? Not sure, but let me know. Overall, really fun. Plus we got a comedy model, which is really nice. GW's going to hate me for saying that, but I just don't know how to take that model. Then we moved into the meat and bones, or the middle section, and we got a ton of Age of Sigmar updates. Now, I'm not an Age of Sigmar player, I don't profess to be a player, so I can't give you any tactical analysis here, but what I would like to do is just appreciate the sheer beauty of these models. So, we start off with the Lord Relictor Ionis Cryptborn. Now, I know who this model is because I did at least have the opening box for Age of Sigmar, and he was the standard bearer. So it's really cool to see him come back on a Drake. And people who know me, outside of Warhammer, I'm a Magic the Gathering player, and I just play dragons. I love playing dragons, so if you see a dragon model, I'm there. This thing looks really cool. It just looks a great pose. I'm getting Berserk vibes. The Skull Knight from Berserk, yes, he's on a horse, but this, if you put him on a Drake, this is what he would look like. Absolutely love this model. People who buy this not to play, just to paint. It is such a great cast. Great work, GW. What a model. Look at that. That is incredible. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah, that's his original model there. The standard bearer with Hammer Hand. Yeah, Vandus Hammer Hand. I did used to have those models. Never really played them. I found the game hard to get into, but we'll come on to the fantasy game I love later on. And they told you that you can actually buy this as part of the Ionis Cryptborn box set, which will also allow you to either play him as part of a Stormcast Eternal army, or you can choose to play the Cryptborn set as an Army of Renown and have a Drake-only themed army. God, that sounds fun. I need to play Age of Sigmar. But yeah, really fun stuff there. Then we go into some more meat and bones. We got some Sylvanas reveals now. As Warhammer Total War 3 player, I play Sylvanas quite a lot, so it's really nice to see these models look at the tabletop. We got Belthanos, First Thorn of Kurnoth. What a name. This guy looks amazing. This sort of Dryad looking guy on a huge beetle. This one looks like it'll be a beast on the tabletop. I don't know, but it looks like it would be. Huge centerpiece model. Yeah, just look at that cast. That is beautiful. Great looking model. Love the pose. And again, like Ionis Cryptborn, you can play this as Evergreen Hunt Army of Renown on its box set, or add him just simply to a Sylvanas army. But then you can play a sort of Renown army where it's all around sort of flying cavalry and stuff like that, which sounds really, really fun. Again, really cool models. It's making me jealous. I need to get Age of Sigmar. And then the final Age of Sigmar reveal was the Dawnbringers Book 3, The Long Hunt. Continuing the story, a story I have not read, so I don't really know, but we got some fun stuff in it. We got 2 new armies of renown, essentially, within that reveal. And those were the Roving Maw, which is ogres. When I look at this model, I think vampires. I don't think ogres, but my god, look how cool this guy looks. So this is a Gorger. I'm educating myself here. And the way they described it is this new army of renown, the Roving Maw, will help you to sort of flesh out utilising more Gorgers and more of your Butchers and kind of adding a synergy between those 2 units. So again, you've got a new army of renown for the, the ogres. And then we've got this. This just looks so cool. The Lawnfire Drothkeepers, skilled Droth Wranglers. Another army renowned for the Fire Slayers, which are designed around using tons of Magma Droths. That name alone is incredible. That model is incredible. I am just selling Age of Sigmar to myself here. I still am not too keen on the playstyle, but man, the models just look incredible. So again, the new Dawnbringer book was bringing you 2 new armies of renown. The Lawnfire Drothkeepers and the Roving Maw. Absolutely beautiful models. Loving it. Now we're coming into more of the things I got excited about. So, we got a brand new season of Kill Team. Kill Team Salvation. Spot anything there? We've been asking for years. We finally got it. We've got brand new Striking Scorpions in plastic cast. So excited for this. We've waited how long, guys? This is incredible. Apparently the kit can be interchangeable with Dire Avengers, they said, or some other units. But either way, really nice to see these casts, bringing them into the future. My god, this unit has needed some love. Not rule-wise, but the cast-wise. So I'll be buying a ton of these. Obviously not a great kept secret. The Scout team, the brand new Scouts are in there as well. So you've got with this box, you've got some the Striking Scorpions team, the Scouts team, and you're also going to get some mini terrain. And this comes on to the negative for this reveal. I could be wrong, but I didn't quite like this. So you will get 6 pieces of Salvation Rig apparatus. In other words, some scatter terrain. But they advise that you will not be getting the kill zone and the kill zone terrain anymore in this box. You'll have to buy that separately, and that will be called Beta Decima. Now, they justified not bundling it into one box anymore because they felt that people were saying that they had already a ton of terrain. So they felt that it was, let's make it optional to buy the extra terrain. I don't really feel that's the right way to promote it. No one's going to say no to more terrain. We all love more terrain. If you're a true Warhammer player, you want more terrain. So no, I'll be interested to see with the Kill Team Salvation box what price it comes out as. I'm expecting a decent price drop with the fact that it's not including the Beta Decima kill zone. And then I'll be looking to see what the price is for Beta Decima kill zone standalone, sold separately. It's a shame. I think it should all be in one big release, one big box set, but that's the way they've gone with it. But I won't complain because we got our Striking Scorpions finally. After years of asking, it's there. I'm so happy. So happy. But yeah, they're rare. Then we come to some real big reveal. Now this is Warhammer Old Worlds. And we got what will be the Bretonnia army upon launch day. Some really positive points, some not so positive we'll come on to, and this probably caused some of the mixed debate I'd seen on the chat on the live review. But first of all, this is what I'm super excited for, because I'm an old Warhammer Fantasy player. I love nothing more than big tiles of units charging forward, horde units, tooling up a character with lots of items, and I was so upset when it got removed. I understand why it got removed, but it just, I'm glad to see it come back. And as a Skaven player, I hope they'll be announced soon. Bretonnia was an army that always terrified me as a Skaven player, because they usually would trample on my rats under their hoofs, or they had flyers, and Skaven didn't like flyers. But what did we get? They got one of the most beautiful looking models revealed to date, I believe, this year, the Lord on Pegasus. It is a great centerpiece model. It looks nice, it looks meaty. It's also been three-way designed, so you can get 3 units, 3 ways to build the unit. So you have the Lord on Pegasus, which is essentially a Duke. You then have a Baron, which you can see there, which again looks really, really nice. It's a sort of lesser noble. And then you've got the all-important Standard Bearer on Pegasus. Now, any old Warhammer Fantasy player will know your Standard Bearers were key. They kept your army moving, they synergized, they buffed, they can also debuff your opponent. They were such an important unit to your army, so great to see a Standard Bearer on a Pegasus. Great model, beautiful cast, nothing but praise for this model. You Bretonnian players out there, you're going to love this model. Then another incredible positive, Knights of the Realm on foot. Didn't see this coming. The previous range didn't really have foot infantry that were knights, because you assumed your knight was on a horse. Guess what? Knights, they couldn't always afford horses. This is amazing. I love the design, I love the look. Knights of the Realm on foot, beautiful unit. Just look at the different ways to kit them out, the ornamentation of the design, the standards, the champion, the musician. It looks like a beautiful unit. That'll be a pain to paint, but beautiful looking on the battlefield. Bretonnian players getting a lot of love there with some foot infantry. Knights of the Realm look incredible. Again, you can see the champion in a bit more detail, the Standard Bearer. I don't know what their official terms are. Champion, Standard Bearer. They look really nice. Then we come to my first negative. Now, I could be wrong. Please call me out in the chat if I am wrong. I don't mind correcting myself. I felt this is a bit of a misstep. These Pegasus Knights don't look like new Pegasus casts. These look like the original Pegasus casts. That's what I'm asking to see if I'm wrong or right. If they're the new casts, fair enough. They don't feel bulky enough or enough of a differentiation from the old one. But if they are the old casts, disappointed. Out of one of the knights you could really bring forward as a centerpiece new cast, you've got the Pegasus Knight previously there, but the actual unit of Pegasus Knights are so synonymous with Bretonnians. A missed opportunity. I think they should be updated, and you would sell a ton of them. They just look too small. They don't look like they've dated well with the previous models I've just shown you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Your Knights of the Realm, we knew they were coming. That's your core cavalry units there. Looking really nice. Men-at-arms, peasants with swords and shields, just there to die. I'll come to the musician detail in a second, because they revealed it with the peasant bowman. And I didn't know this. I didn't notice that these were frogs on the drummer's sticks. Yeah, look, there's frogs there. And they gave that a lore. The enchantresses would punish people by turning them into frogs, and then they would put those frogs on the drumsticks and drum away. Bit of lore I didn't realise. That's horrifying. That seems chaosy. That seems vampire. That seems like torture only the chaos factions of destruction would do. Fair enough, Bretonnia. You do you. But yeah, some nice reveals there. And then we come to a new model, I believe, the Handmaiden and Lady. Nice cast. That's one of your support spellcasters coming into the army, so you've got those on day one launch. Looks really nice. Get no issues with that. Looks really nice. Looks what I'd expect from an enchantress. Then you've got your classic support characters coming back. Standard Bearers, your questing paladins, your enchantress, your Standard Bearer. Just again, more units to flesh out your day one launch army. And then we come to this. And this is where I'm going to have a bit of a rant. Sorry guys, but please hear me out. They said this model's been updated from metal to resin. Now, I'm disappointed in that, not because it's gone metal to resin, it should have gone metal to plastic. Resin still has the same challenges that some metal builds have. I remember my pal who played Bretonnia, I remember watching the anger of building this thing, but also the anger of maintaining this thing. It was always slightly falling apart pieces, so I'm glad it's updated, but resin, it should have just gone to plastic, a more stable cast. But hey, I'm not a material maker, so fair enough. But the real downside to me is, I don't know if that's a new model. Again, Bretonnian players, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the same as the original cast, or is that old? I could spend time going and researching it. I'm just quickly filming this straight after the back of watching the reveal. I would have loved to have seen the trebuchet as a really nice centerpiece model for Bretonnia. Now, as a Scotsman, it pains me to say this, but I think when I think trebuchet, I think of Edward Longshanks in history, and I think of his infamous Warwolf trebuchet, which was used to take a chunk at Stirling Castle. But anyway, let's move on from that. The Warwolf was this big synonymous trebuchet, this ancient, well, not ancient, but this medieval beast that would put fear into your opponents. The launch of one fiery stone would put up the white flag to surrender. I just feel this model looks more the size akin to an onager. Okay, slightly bigger onager, but more of an onager model than a trebuchet. I just feel more height was required, a bit more on the crew, some more cranks. I just think they've missed an opportunity. They should have themed this off of the Warwolf from history. And it's a shame, but hey, it's what you've got. I'm not going to complain. It's a nice piece to have. I just feel it could have been a bit bigger. But yeah. So, that brings an end to a quick recap of the reveal. A wee chat. Really nice reveal overall. Recap, we've got some Necron stuff, a new Emotech Stormlord. Abmech stuff were revealed with the Skitarii on stilts, I'm just going to call it. Age of Sigmar got a big chunk of it. Again, I don't know much of Age of Sigmar, but the models look so beautiful. I've got nothing but praise for those casts. The design team of Age of Sigmar, oh, give them a raise. Kill team, the big takeaway was we finally got Striking Scorpions in plastic, so you've got zero complaints there. And Old World Wars, and they said it'll be getting released, that game, early 2024. So save your cash, guys, because it's going to be an expensive game for release. I'm just hoping we've got some more armies coming other than Bretonnians, maybe Kislev, etc. and Cathay, but some other factions, maybe some Skaven for me. We'll see, but really excited. All in all, closing thoughts, really decent reveal. I think there should have been a wee bit more for some of the play games, such as 40k should have had a bit more, but is what it is. I'm happy to get anything from these reveals, and I do feel they miss a wee opportunity to reveal what are going to be the Christmas products. So Christmas box sets, any Christmas unique models. Get us excited for what's to come in holiday season. Get us in our pockets now, buying some stuff. GW, come on. I don't want to wait till November or early December to know what the Christmas products are. Just let me know now, and I'll start to save and I'll give you my cash. But anyway, overall, guys, really enjoyed the reveal. Nice to kind of recap about it. It's nice to see you all again and for you to see my face. I am alive and we're going to be filming battle reports. But comment, share, like and subscribe. Check us out on our social medias down in the links below. And we'll see you in our Tabletop Assault. That's a report.